Hello there, happy English Wine Week. I am today with Rebecca Pitcairn and we've got some exciting news to share with you. But first of all, I think we should hear a little bit about Rebecca. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi everyone.
I'm going to pour the wine in the background.
You pour the wine.
I pour the wine.
I'm Rebecca and I am the host of the English Wine Diaries podcast, where I interview lots of people who work behind the scenes in English wine. So if you want to ever listen to it, then you can go on to where you normally download your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, places like that there. And there's about 67 episodes and I'm just about to launch series 10.
Wonderful. And who was the latest person that you interviewed?
The latest person I interviewed was Will Perkins, actually, from...
I rather like Will Perkins.
From Louis Pomery in Hampshire, Pinklestone in Hampshire.
We actually did that. We did that trip together, didn't we?
We did do that trip together,
and that was what kind of instigated all of this.
Yeah.
Was us doing so many shared experiences together, visiting so many vineyards, and we were a bit like, well, why don't we join forces a little bit? And that's what we kind of wanted to talk about today.
And we want to share it with you. We want to have a place where we can share with everyone to come along on the journey of us going and visiting all these vineyards.
Exactly.
Rain or shine, because we've been to a lot in the rain.
We do like the rain. We do. You know, it doesn't. There's no outfits that look nice in the rain, but we do enjoy going on a rainy vineyard visit without brollies or anything and so forth.
Our bags are getting bigger with preparations and things that we have to take with us to.
But we did want to. What we wanted to do is. We love to share a glass of wine together. We're always talking. We're always going, what do you think about this wine and what do you think about that? So what we wanted to do is really start a kind of Instagram live, really. That's what the plan is. Instagram live where we chat about wine we're having, new wines that are coming out, our favourite wines, and basically have an opportunity to discuss it together, talk about tasting notes, talk about visiting the vineyard, just all the stuff that we love about English wine, really. So first of all, what have we got today?
We have got a Bolney's new rosé wine, which they've recently launched. It's a beautiful...
I'm just going to do some posing.
Beautiful bottle and beautiful colour as well.
The vines, look at them.
And we should mention, we are here at Bolney actually. So we are sipping this sense of place. We're sipping it in the place it's come from. So
that's a bit technical, sense of place.
We're not going to be technical in this, are we? Really,
but
too
sense
much.
Of place. It sounds a bit zen. I like it.
Nice,
so we're in the middle of Bolney Vines. We're literally up on their top balcony area, enjoying a view over the vines. Seemed like the perfect place, the perfect day, and the perfect wine for it, really. So yes, we've got the new rosé in this absolutely glorious bottle. It's very
sexy.
Sexy.
I feel like it's a sexy bottle.
It's
very tactile,
Tactile.
actually. Very tactile. You can touch it.
It's great for posing. Great for posing.
It's great for posing.
Yeah, lovely.
And I like the wax top as well. It's
Yes,
one of those lovely wax
it's got a
tops,
wax top on it as well. Yes, so we've got Bolney Rosé with us today, which I think is perfect for English Wine Week.
Yeah.
And can I just point out that, how is the weather so nice?
We're very lucky. We've lucked out. It was raining last week.
Do you think that perhaps the weather gods know it's English Wine Week?
Maybe, because it was miserable last week.
It's been awful. It's been so miserable, and the weather's been dreadful and rainy and whatnot. And then suddenly English Wine Week happens, and look where we are. We're in the vines, sunshine galore, and we've got a glass of rosé in front of us. I do think English Wine Week should be a public holiday every year. We should get
a whole week.
I get a whole week off. I have to work. I work all year round, and then in English Wine Week, I get a week off. And just drink wine and have to speak to nobody. That'd be lovely. I'd enjoy that. Anyway, tasting note. Right, so first of all, we're going to do colour because we will teach you something. Maybe or not. So first of all, colour. So sunglasses are off for this one because I can't actually see the colour with my. I'm going to hold up in the sunlight. There we go, lovely. So I think, and I'm going to test you as well. What do you think this is? I think it's a kind of coppery, slight copper. It's got a lovely sort of effervescence going on as well. Some salmon, pinky, copper. Would you agree?
Yes, Alice.
The sunglasses flew off. I was too excited. Yes. Yeah. And I like this because sometimes I think as well, English wine is trying so hard to create these lighter sort of Provençal
the really
colour.
pale pink.
Real pale pink.
And this is nice.
It's nice. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's not dark. I wouldn't consider it to be a dark rosé. No. I think it's got some colour to it, but it's not some of the others I've seen. And I think there's a real growing trend in the UK create Provençal rosé colours and so forth, but you're sometimes losing that punch. You're losing a lot of flavour by doing that. And if I want to drink a Provençal rosé, I will drink a Provençal rosé. If I want English rosé, I want something that's got fruit to it. I want something that's got real acidity to it, and I want something that's really mouth-watering and wonderful in hot sunny days.
Yeah, and I think we should differentiate ourselves from
Absolutely.
other regions. And I think that's the fruit that comes through. Hopefully, when we taste this.
I'm going to try it. Right, first of all,
smell.
Should we do nose?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Right. Let's stick our noses in.
Well, you can actually, before you've even got to the glass, you can smell.
Yeah.
I can, which with a lot of lighter rosés, Provençal style rosés, you don't really get that until you really stick your nose in. So I think that's the first kind of.
Lovely.
I am getting slight strawberry on the nose.
You're getting strawberry. I'm getting strawberry. I'm also. I mean personally, I get something quite cranberry-esque. Something juicy in there as well. Something sort of like not watermelon, but peach, sort of apricotty peach, tangerine, something like that going on.
Peachy. There's a little bit of sort of herbaceousness in there. I have got a little bit of.
What sort of herbaceous? Like a herb?
Like almost like nettly.
Nettly. Ooh.
Yeah. I always think nettly sounds like like it's not very nice, but
no,
it is.
No, it is. It's lovely.
It's a nice kind of
really,
freshness.
Yeah. Like walking through a fresh woodland with nettles around you, and
like I did on Saturday.
I'm placing myself. I'm in a sense of place. I'm walking through a woodland with wild strawberries and nettles.
There you go, wild strawberry.
Yes,
there it is.
and a random peach tree that stands amongst it all. Should we do palate?
Yeah.
Are we ready? Are we ready? Well, there's the strawberries. You know, my woodland has suddenly grown more strawberries.
Yeah.
It's really, really like, but I don't think they're juicy, plump Kent strawberries, because we're in Sussex after all. It's more for me wild strawberries.
Yeah, wild strawberries. There's good acidity there.
Yeah. It's got that real sort of
like kind of.
The word is zip you're looking for.
That's the word.
It's got a zip to it. Kind of like, I think it's like pink grapefruit.
Yeah, there's definitely a
sort
grapefruit
of like,
in there. Yeah,
it's like pink grapefruit, and it's juicy and mouth-watering, like acidity. It's exactly what you need on a hot day. Exactly what you need, like eating outside and like enjoying sort of like rosé weather. Yeah, lovely.
I feel like I want some cheese.
You want some cheese?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get
but do you know what I mean?
No,
I feel like
it
would go really nicely with a
big tapas platter.
Yeah.
Okay. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Then no cheese appeared. No, that's lovely.
It's good. It's a nice summer rosé with some zip and lots of fruit.
Yeah, lovely. Really, really delicious. Wonderful. And what would you, other than cheese, what would you pair with this? She's thinking.
I am thinking. I'm thinking. I feel like a sort of a halloumi salad.
Halloumi salad. I'm in for that.
Halloumi salad, but with like some
I was thinking a Greek sort of like lambs. You've got vegetarian, and I've gone for like lamb. I would go
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like maybe with some like pomegranates on, like a. Do you know what I mean? That I can get that. Yeah, I was thinking like a halloumi salad with a bit of watermelon and that was kind of where I was going with the halloumi. But with the lamb, like pomegranate.
Something like but I think salad definitely.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
something really like or again, like, something chicken, like, sort of a chicken salad, but for me, in my mind, what I'm envisioning is like sort of like a lamb kebab, not slow cooked lamb. For me, it's like a nice kebab of lamb with like a herby salad, the ones that have like chopped up sort of like, bits and pieces.
I would say no to the chicken only because unless it was like sort of marinated in something. I feel like just a grilled chicken salad. It's too. It wants more than that. Yeah. So I think a kind of lammy or something that's got a bit of something to it.
I think with fat as well. I want something fatty.
Yeah.
That's why you're saying
quite
halloumi.
A lot of acidity.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
can cut
but
through
like
that.
I think like if we went for like the lamb, as I say, with like but something that's got a bit of like I'm squishing it and juice is coming out and fat's coming out. Like something like that would be good.
Something juicy.
Juicy. So what have you got planned for the rest of English Wine Week then?
Well, I'm going up to London tomorrow for a tasting.
I might see you there.
Yeah.
Is that Defined Wines?
It might be Defined Wines.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'll see you there.
Yeah.
I'm going to top up.
Why not?
Why not?
Yes, so I've got a tasting tomorrow. So Defined Wines make a lot, maybe contract winemakers, make a lot of wine for a lot of the vineyards that might not have their own winery on site. Bolney has its own winery on site here.
Yes.
But quite a lot of vineyards obviously are smaller and don't. So they go to contract winemakers like Defined. So we're going to be trying a lot of their wines tomorrow.
Yeah, and they do all over as well. It's not just, because obviously they're based in Kent, but they do go all over. Like, you know, you've got ones in Suffolk, I've seen there before with Defined, also Essex, Sussex as well, I think they cover as well, and Kent, but majority in Kent. But they do lots and lots of interesting stuff, and it's not just your quintessential sort of like, you know, traditional stills they do. There's also do a few sparklings. Yes, there's some interesting stuff. I'm looking forward to Defined. I went last year and I really enjoyed my time there.
See, I missed last year, so I'm looking forward to going. It'll be the first time I've been actually to their tasting. So looking forward to that.
And there's a lot to get around. There is a lot. It's very interesting.
Be good. So make sure the spittoons are out for that one. And then Wednesday, hopefully, launching my first episode of Series 10.
Amazing. Do we get any sneak peeks? Who is it?
I can tell you where they're from, or maybe guess where they're from. Where do you think's the next area for English wine? What's everyone talking about?
Essex. I know who it is already.
Do you?
Yeah.
You might not actually, because I've actually got a couple from Essex on this series.
Have you?
Yeah. It's quite interesting. Yeah. So I've got that's my.
I know you're interviewing someone I'm really jealous about as well.
Yeah, I think I've already interviewed. Oh no, that person as well. Yes. That's
I hate you.
One. Yeah. If anyone follows Alice, which you obviously do if you're watching this,
you'll know. You know who it is already. They make don't make their own wine. they have their own wine brand, and I love them.
And they also might make cheese.
They might make cheese, and I might have followed them since I was 14 years old, and met them in a stalkering fashion in London.
Yeah, and then actually, I don't know if I should mention this or not, but it's my birthday this week. So although I will be doing some English wine things on Thursday and Friday, I'm kind of taking a bit of time out, but I am actually going to a very nice restaurant in Worthing, which only serves English wine.
Well, there you go.
So it's still English wine, but I'm doing that for my birthday.
Lovely.
So, yeah.
Wonderful. What's the restaurant?
Oh, what's the restaurant? The restaurant is called Turn.
I know Turn. I really want to go to Turn as well. I'm very jealous of you.
So looking forward to that, and I'll let you know on maybe the next one.
The next one.
What it was like. How about you? What are you doing?
So I'm going to Defined Wines as well tomorrow, so I will meet up with you there. Maybe we could actually video something there as well. We could do, couldn't we? We could do like a little video or something. But yes, I'm going to Defined, and then I'm going to the new opening of Mouse Hall. They have got their new wine, which is getting released. Launch party is on Thursday, so I will be across there for the day doing that. I am working on content quite a lot this week, trying to catch up from what has been probably the busiest June and May and June of my life. Catching up, drinking as much English wine as I possibly can do. And just enjoying it really. Like as I said, it's one of those things where you do this all the time. English Wine Week for me feels like a little bit of a sort of respite, to be perfectly honest. Everyone else is talking about it, so I can sit back and have a chat. Just enjoy a bit. But yeah, so lots of stuff to come out. I've got some vineyard visits I did earlier in the year, which we actually did together. So I've got some new reels coming out with that, places people can visit. Because for me, with English wine, I like to hit sort of 3 different ways really of what I do. Number 1 is consumers. I want people to drink English wine. I want people to visit vineyards. And the other thing as well is I want to help vineyards. I want to help vineyards grow and establish through social media channels, but also by getting their products out to consumers, seeing what's out there, and really connecting the dots together.
Yeah, and part of that I think is also telling the stories, which is I think where sort of my podcast comes in. Is like I like hearing the stories about the people behind the wines, because they often get forgotten. You know, you go to a vineyard, you'll do a tour, you'll have a glass, buy a bottle. That's great, but often you don't get to hear the stories of the people that are busy behind the scenes doing all the making. Don't. So that's kind of what the podcast kind of gets
that's the thing about English wine is I think it's all about stories.
Yeah.
It's all about connection. It's about kind of reaching people, as we're hopefully doing now, by showing them that drinking English wine is community as well.
Yeah, definitely. And everyone's so blinking nice.
They are.
Everyone is really nice.
There's so much passion. There is so much passion that goes into
and
it.
It's so different, I think, to personal experiences of other perhaps regions or other kind of areas where or or opinions that you might have of wine, of it being sort of stuffy. It's not like that at all, is it, in
No.
England? It's kind of everyone's just having fun and enjoy. It's all about enjoying the wine and appreciating different styles and having fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, you've got innovators,
Yeah.
you've got people who are making classics, you've got people who are making traditional, even going back to 1950 sort of styles of wine and so forth. I think we're in a great position whereby we've got the real opportunity to create a new region of wine and a new way of making wine where we're not bound in by so many different sort of like legislation and so forth. We're creating our own footprint. Within, like, you know, the world with making wine. So that's one of the things I love about this. I want to be part of that. And I love being part of people's stories and people's journeys. And I've met amazing people too. I met some girl called Rebecca through English wine. And it was amazing because I've connected with people who ultimately really share my passion for it too. So that's what, for me, and English Wine Week, as I say, isn't just about celebrating just the wine or just the vineyards. It's about celebrating the whole thing that comes together and connecting like that. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. And so we'll be launching our Instagram lives very soon. And we hope you can follow along with us having a glass or two. Cheers.
And in the meantime, happy English Wine Week.
Happy English Wine Week. Yes, celebrate.